The Catholic Charismatic Renewal. What is the Catholic Charismatic Renewal? The Catholic Charismatic Renewal began at a retreat for college students at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA, in February 1967. The students had spent much of the weekend in prayer, asking God to allow them to experience the grace of both baptism and confirmation. The students, that weekend, had a powerful and transforming experience of God, which came to be known as baptism in the Spirit. The account of the weekend and the experience of the Spirit quickly spread across the college campus, then to other campuses throughout the country. The charismatic experience soon moved beyond colleges and began to have an impact on regular parishes and other Catholic institutions. Loose organizations and networks were formed. Catholic charismatic conferences began to be held, drawing over 30,000 at Notre Dame campus in South Bend, Indiana in the mid-1970s. The renewal caught the attention of the Church, and the leaders of the movement met Pope Paul VI, 1975, as well as Pope John Paul II several times. In addition, several of the bishops' conferences, of various countries, have written pastoral letters of encouragement and support for the movement. The Catholic Charismatic Renewal is not a single, unified worldwide movement. It does not have a single founder or group of founders as many other movements do. It has no membership lists. It is a highly diverse collection of individuals, groups and activities, covenant communities, prayer groups, schools, small faith-sharing groups, renewed parishes, conferences, retreats, and even involvement in various apostolates and ministries, often quite independent of one another, in different stages and modes of development and with different emphases, that nevertheless share the same fundamental experience and espouse the same general goals. The common thread for the movement is the baptism of the Holy Spirit. For many people, this new, powerful, and life-transforming outpouring of the Holy Spirit takes place in the context of a specifically designed seminar called Life in the Spirit, although many have been baptized in the Spirit outside of the seminar. The Catholic Charismatic Renewal is actually present in 220 countries and has touched the lives of over 120 million Catholics. In some countries the number of participants seems to have diminished in recent years, while in other places the number continues to rise at an amazing rate. Messages from the popes several times, popes, both Paul VI and John Paul II, have addressed the Catholic Charismatic Renewal. Below you will find some of the most important quotations that have given the renewal light and strength. Ekers has published a book with all the messages and addresses which the popes have given to the CCR, the book. Then Peter Stood Up. Collection of the Pope's addresses to the CCR from its origin to the year 2000. Included with the book is a supplement containing all the addresses from the year 2000 to the present. By Pope Paul VI. We rejoice with you, dear friends, at the renewal of the spiritual life manifested in the Church today, in different forms and in various environments. In all that, we can recognize the mysterious and hidden work of the Spirit, who is the soul of the Church. Address of Paul VI on the occasion of the First International Leaders Conference, Grotta Ferrata, Rome, 10 October 1973. How then could this spiritual renewal not be a chance for the Church and for the world? And how, in this case, could one not take all the means to ensure that it remains so? Nothing is more necessary for such a world, more and more secularized, than the testimony of this spiritual renewal, which we see the Holy Spirit bring about today in the most diverse regions and environments. Its manifestations are varied: deep communion of souls, close contact with God in faithfulness to the commitments undertaken at baptism, in prayer that is often community prayer, in which each one, expressing himself freely, helps, supports and nourishes the prayer of others, and, at the basis of everything, a personal